Here we go.
What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Entertainment Syndicate. Today we're coming to you from Arkham Asylum, where we had to check ourselves in because I'm not gonna be going to Comic-Con this year.
Nah, dude, I'm going crazy over this. But we've been trying together at least for the past 4 years now. I want to say
5 years.
Just makes my man go crazy.
I don't want to deal with the outside world while it's happening.
No, we just want to curl up in a ball, and my cellmate is a cool guy. He's Clayface, you know.
Oh,
just
nice.
Leaves a mess.
You get a bunch of different roommates every day, though.
Yeah. So what's going on, Drew? Hey, man.
Not much. Just been sad thinking about Comic-Con coming up, and I'm not going to be there.
God, so much information. The thing about Comic-Con, it's for those who have never gone, I've had the privilege to go at least twice. It's information overload. Even if you're there for 4 days, it's just so much in your face, so much things to do. It's a blast. And if you get to go like on a 1 day, it's too much, man.
You can't
process it.
You can't do a quarter of what there is to do in 1 day.
And it's like you run into that problem where you want to experience everything, but
yeah.
you really don't, because you're running it, every which way. But God, Comic-Con is among.
It's the mecca, the nerd mecca.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be coming to you next week with all the news that has come out,
which will be plentiful. So we might have to cut it into segments, because God, the amount of information that comes out of Comic-Con. I mean, you can feel it. It's 4 days, not including the preview night. So that's 4 days of information overload.
This will be our first Comic-Con recap episode.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see how your schedule is. We can maybe do two shows. Yep. But I'm excited, especially for all the news that comes out of it. So,
it's
all
definitely
the big guys coming in there.
It's definitely on my bucket list. I will go before I die.
That's for sure. Yeah, for sure. And, there's going to be Luke Cage. It's going to be revealed.
Marvel's going to have a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers, all the properties, all the movie studios.
All the movie studios, all the game studios, all the game networks, everything. I mean, Jesus.
So we'll get back to you guys next week with the full recap on that. This past weekend, though, was Star Wars Celebration.
Right. A lot of Funko release stuff.
A lot of Funko stuff. A lot of, the Rebels related stuff.
Correct.
I'm not a huge follower of the Star Wars world, but I just kind of like...
Same here. We know enough of it because of it. We frequent those forums, those websites. So we know it's there. It's just not our... I don't want to say cup of tea. It's just not our... Something that we gravitate towards.
It's not like my obsession with Batman.
Correct.
It's not up to that level.
Yeah, but we know of it. So if you guys are Star Wars fans, let us know. I mean, what did you like that came out? What's going on?
From what I've heard, it was mediocre. Like from the reviews and all the like news outlets that I like followed, like just kind of catching up on the stuff. I was expecting a full trailer for Rogue One, because that's the rumor that was going around. But they showed kind of behind the scenes stuff. And like new footage, new bits and pieces of footage.
The Sand Troopers, that they showed that as well.
But
Beach Troopers, whatever they're gonna call them.
Whatever that video was, I liked it. I
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed watching it. That was pretty cool, and it got me like excited to watch the movie some
right.
more. But overall, it was just kind of the consensus was it seemed more focused on the animated Star Wars Rebels stuff,
which has a huge following on its own,
as opposed to the big movie stuff like Episode 8 or more on Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
But did you follow any of that? Get any news from that?
No, I glimpsed it. There wasn't nothing big enough to grab my attention, so that kind of goes with par with what people were saying. It was a hype, but nothing too big really. So like all I did was skim it, saw some of the like I said, the news, some of the troopers, the new stuff, like the beach troopers, sand troopers. I forget what they're being called.
Yeah.
So nothing too big. I do want to start watching those series on the Rebels and
that's all on Netflix,
Clones.
right?
Oh yeah, it's all on Netflix. So yeah. I do, like I said, we keep talking about it, our list. So it's another one that's going to be added to my list. But like you said, nothing too big that garnered my attention.
Let's see what I've done this week. I actually went to the movies a couple times. I watched Swiss Army Man and
What'd you think?
the new Ghostbusters. Swiss Army Man, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was weird.
And that's good. I like new property. I like new ideas. So it's out of ordinary kind of comedy, right?
It was like something I've never seen before. It was visually stunning. Like it was, just, like I said, it was weird. Like the story wise, it was like a pretty good story up until maybe like the exact ending kind of threw me for a loop.
Okay.
Because like I related a lot to the main character and kind of like what he was going through.
Right.
It was a lot of, because the dead body that washes up ashore,
right.
he kind of starts fantasizing, or it's in his head that like it comes to life and it starts learning again.
Correct.
And he's kind of teaching it kind of what it's like to be human, and like
so there's a connection there, like
the characters like kind of
growing
asking like, why is humanity this way, or why do we do this, or why do we hide this about ourselves, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, like the aspect of like kind of teaching it humanity and what it means to be human in a person,
based on its teacher, I guess, based on that person,
based on the main character. And then but just the ending almost got too weird for me because it like threw me for a loop. And
okay,
almost
without
like,
spoiling it because I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
okay.
like it threw me for a loop, and I did not expect it to end that way.
Okay.
The ending did leave me kind of like meh, but overall I did enjoy the movie, and I would recommend it. Just
All right, so that's good. Fair enough.
And I know you saw Ghostbusters too,
right? I was the first one to see Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, due to the nature of our job, you were not able to go with me and my wife. But like I told you early on, it's visually stunning. I for sure one of the top movies I've seen that just does well with FX and everything like that, and the colors. The story, easy to follow, and the characters were a bit over the top at times, but for the time we are right now, the comedy they use, I liked it.
I enjoyed it too.
It nowhere near deserved the trolling, the hate that they received. Honestly,
not at all.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It has its flaws, just like any other movie. It wasn't perfect. I'm not gonna say it's the Ghostbusters that I grew up watching, because you got to take it as a whole new world, something that you've never seen. They're not saying it's Ghostbusters 3. They're not saying it's 4 or anything like that. It's just a new take on Ghostbusters, and I enjoyed it. Hopefully they continue with Ghostbusters 2, and I'll go watch it again.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like I had the mindset of walking in with it, not thinking about the original. I was like, this is going to be a standalone movie.
Correct.
It is going to be what it is. On that note, there was the whole, like, on that note of like being a standalone movie, it almost like it didn't let it be that because of the cameos, which I still enjoyed the cameos. Like, it made me smile, and I saw certain people. I was like, oh, that's cool to see them. But like, it wouldn't let itself be a standalone movie because it kept kind of throwing in the cameos, honestly, and the Easter eggs.
Yeah, I felt that they had to do it because it was more like a nod. Like, we gave it the A-OK, so that's why we're here. You know what I mean? Like the passing of the torch. Kind of like, hey, if we're in this, we kind of agree with their direction. It's not like, no, we don't agree with what they're doing. Kind of like, if you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, we're okay with this, so we're included in it as well. No big deal.
I thought the cameo was, there's no spoiler or anything, but do you remember the scene where they first meet up in that science class,
right?
And then they're talking about their situation, and then in the TV in the background, next up is the new episode of Ghost Hunters or something, and then like one of the characters complains, it's like, oh, it's these guys that are giving us a bad name.
Yeah.
Remember that scene?
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the cameo, that on the TV was going to be like the original guys being the Ghost Hunters and whatever. But it didn't go that way. I would have maybe preferred it be that way instead of the way it was with at least Bill Murray's cameo.
You know what? I thought it should have been a better cameo, like the Stan Lee cameos. Like, it's perfectly well played. They felt forced. I mean, I will admit to that. They felt forced. For sure they felt forced. Like,
Bill Murray one.
Like, they paused in the middle of the screen, like, hi, I'm here.
The Bill Murray one was much. The Dan Aykroyd was good. But I think the Ernie Hudson one was the best. Because, like...
Right. And that's how they should have played it. Like real characters. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the Stan Lee, he played a real character. This is that. But that's it. And the way he played it was perfect. It fit that role. You know what I mean? It was well played. He actually acted, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because he was set up throughout the movie as, well, not specifically he was set up, but
The character, the uncle.
of this character's uncle, like, was mentioned throughout. And then at the end, he pops up, like, oh, he's the uncle? That's cool.
But he played the character well. You know, he was acting. The other ones seemed like they were just kind of like holding. You know, when they do on scene, they do what's it called? Those sponsors. When they do advertisement, you know,
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I'm drinking this Pepsi, and they have the Pepsi on the screen.
That was a lot too. Like, I noticed the Papa John's pizza boxes.
Yeah, but you know what I understand.
The
with,
product placement.
Yeah, but with this is like cameos were like product placement cameos, like, hi.
And the Sigourney Weaver one felt a little forced.
That's what I'm saying. So they were forced, but
So that's what, like,
that's one of the negatives of it.
I wanted to enjoy it as a standalone, but it wouldn't let it be a standalone.
But as
movie.
far as if that's its negatives, it's a great movie either way. You know what I mean? If that's what I'm bickering about, like, God, that was kind of whack.
Yeah.
Then it was a good movie in my eyes. You know, if I'm saying like this, yeah, this is what's causing me to complain. No big deal then, you know.
I fully recommend it. I've told everybody it's it is a silly movie. It's a silly comedy.
It has funny parts, very hilarious parts.
And it's cool. I like the special effects. I like the girls kicking butt action at the end.
Had
and
me rolling.
And the principal.
Oh my God,
that little
he
scene.
had me rolling.
But I think overall, though, my favorite of the four was Leslie Jones. She actually surprised me as being the best one, like the funniest one.
Yeah. She was more natural in that aspect because it was more street. You know what I mean?
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
So she was my favorite.
And
but I like the tech. I like the gadgets.
Hemsworth.
That one note joke, it was like, it got old. It's like, all right, already.
I enjoyed it.
The first couple times it was funny, but then it's like, all right, already. It's like the same one note joke.
Oh, I hear you were saying. I enjoyed it, but either way, we both recommend it. It does not deserve the hate. I told
definitely
you like a solid 7 out of 10.
I definitely want to see it again.
7 out of 10.
And I want to watch it in 3D because this 3D is different than anything I've seen, at least. Because what happens is with the stuff that's 3D actually breaks the frame. Because you know how there's that letterbox.
Yeah.
The 3D stuff actually comes out.
Right. So what he's saying is that there's a frame. Say the TV is your frame, the box, and what Drew is saying is that it's like the hand comes out and it overlaps the top screen, so it looks like it's coming out of the pages, kind of deal.
So I've never seen that in a movie, at least.
Remember when first 3D initially started out?
That whole knife in your face with the slasher type of thing. Yeah.
The movie Valentine, I think.
My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about. That was the first movie to officially kick it off, 3D. They actually incorporated pretty well. They did that, the whole axe coming out of the screen kind of deal thing. The flashlight when it flashed the screen. I don't know how they did that. It amazed me. That scene, they're in the cave and they use the flashlight and it turns towards the camera and swear to everything, it feels like the flashlight is in your eye because you will
like it shines in your face.
Like how and it's reflecting off a panel. So like, how are they able to do that? That was amazing.
Okay, because that movie I didn't watch in theaters. I saw it on video.
That was definitely a theater one. So it was cool, man. So there you have it, guys. We both recommended.
I do. Even with my gripes, it's just my gripes. I do recommend it. Go watch it. It's a fun, silly movie. It's cool.
Right. It's a really good movie. So either way, I recommend it. Go watch it.
And then on one of my days off, I actually finally got time to sit and watch a movie at home, and I watched The Vivitch.
Yep. The Witch with the double V.
The one that came out, was it last year?
It was a year ago, yeah. It's such a... And it's funny because the language that was used was actually to date to that time period.
It was a period piece. And like I'd heard so many good reviews about it when it was on the circuits and I bought it a while back and I just haven't had the time to get around to watch it. Finally watched it. It's like I could see like all the praise for it. It was I think it was legit.
Dark. It is dark as can be, and it doesn't hold back when it becomes graphic.
It's not a horror movie per se where people are expecting
it's not a
jump scares and gore.
And that's why precisely I said the word it's dark.
It's a good story because the story just involves his family.
And there's no way I want to spoil this because it's a movie you definitely have to see.
It's a family and what they're going through and what that causes to each of them and the way the family falls apart and
right.
who do you trust and what do you believe.
It's perfect for that time period. How
it was, I loved
something so easily can be, manipulated and the ending is just, oh my god, I didn't see that coming.
And then, like you said, like the dialogue of it, just all the performances of it, it was like you're watching a real footage of people in that time.
And every single moment, I did not know where it was going. Where are we going to go after this? It wasn't predictable at all. To be honest with you, it was not predictable. There's a lot of movies you can be like, well, I bet this person gets. No, not predictable at all.
It was so good. I really liked it. Really,
so great
really
movie. Yeah, I'm glad you got to see it, man. Well, speaking of movies, we got a ton of news for movies.
It's been a good week for news, for nerdy news. I guess a big release this weekend. We have Star Trek Beyond, and also Lights Out. I'm excited to see Lights Out.
Yeah, did you hear about it starting? Its origins?
The YouTube video.
Yeah, remember I showed you.
Yeah, I saw the video a few years ago.
I remember showing you too.
Was that you?
Yeah, we were at San Antonio Hospital, and I was like, "Oh my god, this short is amazing!" I showed you the short. And
that was years ago.
Yeah, that was like 2-3 years ago, and it's all because of Reddit. There was just one of the forums I frequent, and it was just amazing. And it was an amazing short. I was like, God, that was just straight up creepy. And it's just a student, just a regular student, dude. And after he made that short, he was hit up by every big horror network or cinematic people, whatever production. I'm glad to see it right now that it's coming out, and that's awesome.
I was like, when I first heard that it was gonna be optioned into a movie, I thought it would be like a regular, like, one of these like kind of short story turns into like, how are you gonna stretch it out? Mm-hmm. But because James Wan got a hold of it and he's producing it, and like the reviews on it are good. Everybody's saying it's a really creepy movie, really good movie. It's not perfect, that it has its like flaws at the end, but whatever. But I'm really excited to see that. And Star Trek Beyond this week, which is another one getting good reviews, good word of mouth.
Right. Which, remember, everybody, it looks like, God, we go back to the same thing. When the first trailer came out, everybody was like, it looks like a generic sci-fi.
Just a nerdery.
Insert, sci-fi name here movie.
Because it didn't really show much. It showed just action bits and pieces.
And I bet you when that trailer came out, they were still doing editing. They were just trying to put something out there to entice people.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah,
they're still working on it. But I mean, story-wise, it was complete. But the trailer didn't show you any of those story beats and story bits.
No, because like I said, a lot of the times they're still editing. They're just trying to show you a glimpse of what they have, just to tease you, show you something, get you excited. But I'm glad it's a movie I'm going to see for sure.
Yeah. So this weekend we're gonna hit up. Watch a couple movies. Mm-hmm. Star Trek for sure. Lights Out for sure. Going back to Comic-Con news, Entertainment Weekly, I believe it was, came out with some behind-the-scenes pictures of the Wonder Woman. Did you see those?
Is it where they show more of the full set of?
It was like 4 or 5 pictures. Like she's like kneeling in the forest with her like cape and hoodie on, and Steve Trevor next to her.
I didn't check it out, but yeah.
They're good pictures. Mm-hmm. Like one, like she's kind of kneeling, holding the shield, and like the director is like kind of, directing.
God, I'm excited for this female lead movie, man, because this can easily pave a good way for Captain Marvel.
But well, I mean, it's more in the forefront now because there was Elektra. That was a female-led movie.
True.
There was Catwoman, which is
caused a lot of,
but they weren't good movies because they weren't in the Marvel pedigree the way it is now.
But with this movie, it can definitely raise some brows. Like, what? Because movies will only get made if there's backers.
And you go back even different genres. There's the Resident Evil movies. Mila Jovovich. There was that one. Do you remember Aeon Flux with
which was based on a cartoon? Yeah.
Yeah. So there have been these female-led superhero movies, but this was just before
but these are blockbusters to levels that
just the way it is nowadays.
To the point where if you don't make record-breaking numbers, you're considered a flop.
Yeah, if you don't hit $1 billion, you're a bomb.
Yeah, it's which is retarded, but either way. So I'm excited for that. So you said the pictures look good though, right?
The pictures are really cool. Yeah, the pictures look really good. And she's in the costume and she looks amazing.
That's perfect. And like I said, there's no doubt for me, so I'm excited. So
along with that too, you got to watch the special features on the BVS.
I told you, I'm definitely gonna buy that because so and so fell asleep while we watched the movie, so I'm definitely gonna get the special feature one.
Which, by the way, I'd like to wish all of you a happy Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition release day, because this is when we're recording. But you got to watch that movie, and you got to watch the special features.
I will.
So awesome.
I will.
Well, actually, I'm still waiting on the Amazon, the collector's edition, so we'll do an unboxing video of that when we get that too.
With that, yeah.
We'll bring it over. We'll unbox that. See the statue and all that.
Talking about that, also there's pre-orders for the Apocalypse Blu-ray. What is it called? Dazzler. You get some. You receive a Dazzler. You pre-order for certain areas.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
There's a collector's.
Yeah, there's gonna be small collectors for that. So no big deal. So I'm gonna reserve mine for sure.
Well, yeah, that's coming out. I think I saw October.
Mm-hmm.
I write that down in my notes.
I don't know if speaking of in EW, have you seen the new released images for Guardians of the Galaxies?
September 9th is the Apocalypse Blu-ray release with all the extra features and stuff.
For
But I saw the one image, like that
with the new
Comic-Con poster image.
Yeah, with everybody's like jumping out of the explosion. Kind of deal.
Yeah. And there was one new female character.
Yes,
right?
who looks like kind of like it's an alien for sure because you can see antenna on it, kind of deal. So,
what was that character's name? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Her? I
don't know. Or it's rumored to be.
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
Nope, do not know.
I'm blanking on that name right now.
But either ways, there's a lot of returning characters from the previous movie. Of course, the full cast of Guardians of the Galaxy, but others as well.
There's even, I guess, rumors that what's her name, Nebula, is gonna kind of go to the Guardian side.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's pretty much immortal because she's kind of machine, human. So yeah, so we'll see what's up.
Besides we gotta wait another year for that one.
Well, it's San Diego Comic-Con. You know how they are. They gotta start building the hype now. So I'm all good for that. And also, I didn't put it up on the board. Got Alien movie. Just wrapped up.
Yeah, I saw that today too. The Alien
War Covenant or something.
Covenant.
Yeah.
Is it Covenant? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it wrapped filming today.
So that's gonna be exciting.
I wonder how that's gonna go. What are they
going to shoot for? Maybe a December release kind of deal? A Halloween release?
I've heard nothing yet.
Not much coming out from that.
But yeah, I didn't realize the shoot completely done because all I heard was some of the cast and there was like a picture released maybe a month ago, like on set, and that was the last I heard of it. And then just today it's done filming.
Keeping it hush hush, so hopefully it's good. Yeah.
I hope it's good because I don't know. I probably have to watch Prometheus again because the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, I don't get it, whatever. I was expecting more Alien.
I enjoyed it. So
it was very.
What
was theological, like very much religion type of.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Human.
Too much of questioning.
I didn't know. Well, the thing that I just didn't understand it. That's what I'm saying. I gotta watch it again.
I can loan it to you. I gotta find it, but yeah, I believe I have it on Blu-ray. What do you have for what is it, Miss Pilgrim? Or Peregrine?
Miss Peregrine's School for the Gifted or Unusual or something. Did you see this trailer?
No.
It's the new Tim Burton movie. Miss Peregrine's School. It looks really good because it looks very throwback to old school Tim Burton. Is
Johnny Depp in it?
No.
Ooh, what?
It's basically it's like an X-Men school for more
gifted,
like as far as like
weirder
kids. Yeah. It looks really cool because it looks really dark and Tim Burton-y, like old school. Miss Peregrine's Home for the Peculiar Children. So you should check out that trailer. It looks really good.
Okay, so we'll check that out. And then Harry, you see, you got Power Rangers, Rita and Trini.
Did you see the pictures of
her holding Trini?
Yeah, so that looked really cool. She looked pretty badass.
Yeah.
So that image was released of Elizabeth Banks's Rita Repulsa, like versus Trini.
Typical evil villain holding.
So that looked really cool. And then they revealed the posters, the character posters of
each Power Ranger.
Power Rangers, and then what was it today? Just today was. Released an image of them in their outfits
without their
with like the masks off.
Yeah,
so it looks very alien,
part,
very alien tech type of costume. So bits and pieces dropping. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm like super excited because I was probably about the right time when the show was out. When it came out, like was all into it.
Oh yeah, I was full on into it, man. I was third grade. I remember perfectly. That's cool, man. Of course, guarantee you there's going to be more information on San Diego Comic-Con. And
yeah, this weekend we're going to get a whole
and for sure
of
check
news.
out our Instagram because we're going to be for sure putting stuff on Instagram of whatever information we can get and find out. I already posted up a little Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop I put up.
Your new Funko.
Yep.
New edition as a family.
I'm sure Priscilla can appreciate that one.
Did she even like the picture?
You know, I'm not
I don't
sure.
think she follows.
I'll check. Oh, Priscilla, I'm disappointed.
Mm.
And then I got Captain America one from Kohl's. So the addiction is real.
I was at Walmart today and I saw the 3-pack of the Ghostbusters, with the Zool and the Keymaster and Gatekeeper. So close to buying it. The only reason I didn't because I was there, like I already spent too much money and I was buying the equipment. I was I'm so close to getting it.
Gotta hold back sometimes. Yeah.
So close to getting it. I want it.
I feel you, man.
I'll probably come back next episode and say I got it.
I broke in.
For sure.
God. So we're gonna go on to TV news and
this was actually. Did you?
Oh wait, what's going on?
Hear about that one? The Spider-Man.
No. What's going on with that?
This
Carnage
was actually from 2 weeks ago that I hadn't gotten a chance to drop in.
Oh, okay. What's going on here?
Rumored. There's this actor named Michael Mondo. He was in Breaking Bad. He's in Better Call Saul.
Okay.
He's cast in the movie, and I guess producer or some writer from Better Call Saul tweeted out, "Congrats to Michael Mondo on getting cast in Spider-Man. He's always bringing the carnage on set."
Oh.
So I wonder if that's a little spoiler as to what he got cast as.
Jesus, maybe he could be,
So that'd be pretty crazy.
He could be the psycho killer guy that happens to be Carnage. He just doesn't get the suit yet.
Because we don't really know who's like the.
I guarantee you, he won't be Carnage in suit. If he doesn't end up playing Carnage with I think his name is Clay Clashes or something like that. I don't think he'll be suited up. It'll be the whole problem of people saying, "Oh, there's too many villains on set."
Because there's rumored a Vulture, but we don't even know if Michael Keaton is for real Vulture, or is it?
I thought it was already for sure, yeah.
Because I haven't heard like an actual confirmation.
I don't know. I think it's a for sure. I want to say for sure. Quote me on it for sure. If I'm wrong,
Michael
you
Keaton
get nothing out of it.
Is the Vulture?
Yeah. But that's cool, man. That's a cool thought.
Well, according to IMDb, it shows Michael Keaton Vulture.
There you go. I win again.
I don't know. Michael Mondo, there's no character name on there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Can't wait.
And then another small, just quick rumor that came out last couple of days that the Batman movie, the Ben Affleck Batman movie.
Right, the one that he's working on with...
going to be set in
John?
Arkham Asylum. So that's one.
That has never been done.
One little rumor that just dropped. So
That's never been done.
That's exciting.
So that means a guarantee seeing a lot of Gotham villains.
That was the very first original rumor talking about you're going to see a lot more of Batman's Rogues Gallery in this next Batman Ben Affleck movie.
I'm excited, man. That's great. So
hopefully these two rumors kind of coincide and it'll work out.
All right, so let's go on to TV. I got to see
Television.
Yeah, but I got to see that poster that I have ready for San Diego Comic-Con with Gotham season 3, The Court of Owls. God, I need to stream this, man. I need to binge on this. I need to catch up.
You haven't seen any of it?
An episode and that's it.
It's different. It's not anything you've ever read in the comics. It's not anything you know as far as the lore and the history of Batman.
Correct.
The main idea of Bruce Wayne's parents are dead, and he's going to grow up to be Batman.
So the skeleton is there, but the meat is completely different. So like, you know what I mean?
They take
the foundation is there, but it
doesn't follow the continuity
correct.
of everything we know.
Okay.
Like some things are.
But is it good though? Did you like it? Do you like it?
It's
enough for you to keep coming back for more, or are you coming back for more for namesake?
I think mainly it's the namesake that's keeping me coming back.
Because oddly enough, I've had coworkers tell me about it that they enjoy it, and they're not. Maybe it's for the audience that aren't. They stay away from superhero movies because of the way it is, just too gimmicky with superheroes. Maybe it's attracting that type of audience because I'm having people that aren't really into that hero stuff that are enjoying this. So
because it's almost gimmicky in the villain aspect of it because you have.
Like it's
Edward Nygma, you have
correct.
the Penguin, you have
typical
they
TV,
just introduced
TV
Mr.
villain
Freeze
though, right? That's what I'm going. Typical TV villain, like whoa, ha ha ha, I'm evil. Trolls.
Yeah, it's very Actually, you know what it is? I went to a panel on after the first season of Gotham, and somebody there kind of encapsulated it perfect. It's a very 1966 Batman camp with kind of like police cop drama noir combined.
Oh.
So it's very, it's exactly like that. It's kind of campy and it's very dark noir, and it's more of a detective drama with James Gordon. But a lot of stuff with the continuity kind of here and there, like Barbara Gordon is like some psycho crazy chick that he's not even with anymore. He's with Dr. Leah, what's her name, Thompson or something?
Okay.
Not Leah Thompson, is it? He's with some medical doctor. Like this doesn't follow that history of Jim Gordon, because he ends up with Barbara Gordon, has a daughter named Barbara Gordon. So, I mean, it's worth watching, see what you think of it, and see how you like it.
Yeah, I mean, of course. That's the first thing we do. We gotta give it a shot before.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with this Court of Owls stuff, because that Court of Owls storyline was really good in the comics. I would love to see that as a standalone movie, but we'll see what they do with incorporating it into the history of.
I think if they do go down that
Gotham
route, they definitely have to establish more of Bruce Wayne. You know, maybe later on in the movies.
And then they also just cast the Mad Hatter for season 3, and you would recognize him.
So
because you just watched.
They're going for a range of villains here then.
Well, that's the whole thing. Gotham is all about the villains. It's the story. Main character is Jim Gordon, but then the whole side cast of characters is all the villains that we know.
How is Jim Gordon though? You like him?
At first I wasn't a big fan of Ben McKenzie because he was like on those like One Tree Hill type of show, and it was like I never followed his career much. But I mean, he does a good job. But you would know Benedict Samuel. He played that wolf from The Walking Dead. Remember?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
wolf?
Yeah.
He got cast as the Mad Hatter.
I can see it.
So he'd be pretty good as a crazy techie.
What else we got?
But, what I'm excited about is, did you see these pictures of?
I did see that. Yeah, Kid Flash.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I like the suit.
Costume was really
cool. I like the suit. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was like, that's some good work right there.
I like how they did exactly with like not having the full dome up top.
So we're talking about Kid Flash here because we kind of said without even really mentioning it, but yeah, Kid Flash. It's already been out on the internet. You guys can look it up.
Keenan Lonsdale, who plays Wally West on the show, he was. Are you caught up on Flash?
No.
Well, there was a scene where he was affected by something, and we were led to believe that he might become a speedster, and that never ended up happening. So I guess season 3, because of what's happening with Flashpoint, we don't know exact details of storyline-wise, but he's in a Kid Flash costume, and then actual pictured on set. Did you see that other one, that other speedster in that picture
with
the black outfit?
Racer,
yeah. So possibly the black racer. Which is, I don't know how they're gonna fit in the storyline, but
once you start reading more into the Flash's line, Black Racer's always there for a reason.
Black Racer, my first introduction to him was just recently on the Justice League Darkseid War.
Oh, okay.
He showed up.
He had a big part in God, what is it? Where does he die? I don't want to say it. God, what am I always telling you, Reed? Crisis.
Yeah.
He's a big role in Crisis, and he's always he's part of the Crisis. He has a big connection to Speed Force.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's cool, man. I do have to catch up on that. I really need to. I just need to binge watch it. Been crazy busy. Got a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, I do definitely have to do that. What else do you have on Jessica Jones?
Just soundtracks were released for season 2 of Daredevil and Jessica Jones. I actually been listening to that last few days. I love listening to movie soundtracks, video game soundtracks, and these orchestral soundtracks. I'm super excited because just last week also was announced the Suicide Squad.
The soundtrack's finally going to come out.
The orchestral soundtrack, yeah, it's going to be released digitally. The Suicide Squad digitally. Was it 2 days before? No, I'm sorry. The actual day the movie comes out, August 5th, and then the following week is when it'll be released. On CD or record, whatever.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So that's one I'm gonna get for sure because I love the composer Stephen Price. He did Gravity. He did
I love the soundtrack Gravity
Fury. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love that guy's work. So I'm excited to hear this music from Suicide Squad, like the orchestral music, because I wasn't a big fan of the pop soundtrack that came out.
Which one?
All that stuff with like the Imagine Dragons and
That's right.
Lil Wayne and then
Yeah.
that's not my type of music, so I didn't really enjoy it.
I think they were doing it just to go with the theme, how it's crazy, chaotic, all a mesh. So
It was it was a lot of hip hop stuff, and that's not my
your forte.
type of music. Yeah, so that's why I was really excited more about the original score.
Let's see. Powerless.
Oh yeah, just today, Powerless. Remember that DC comedy based on the insurance
/ office kind of take
with
on
the
it.
superhero world.
Mm-hmm.
This new poster for Comic-Con that got released just added Ron Funches
I haven't seen
to the cast. So I didn't realize he got added to the cast. It's just the cast of the characters, the main characters standing, posing in front of like whatever logo, company logo. But the addition of Ron Funches, I love the guy's stand-up comedian. He was on what was that name of that show? Undateable, like last season, and then ended up getting canceled. So I guess they picked him up for this show.
Oh, that's cool. Good for
him.
Him.
He's a really funny guy. So I hope he adds some more to the show, and that show can stick around.
All right, and then Luke Cage.
Along with that was the Luke Cage poster. Did you see that?
Yeah, and then also they released some, I guess not clips, but just still images of him in the suit and everything.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah,
so he's actually in a suit.
Yeah, so they have him out just in it. No, not the Luke Cage, just in a business suit attire.
Okay.
It's just. So I'm guaranteeing you, we're gonna see a lot more when it comes to San Diego Comic-Con. More of this stuff going on. So can't wait. Hopefully people, which they always do, end up leaking trailers and stuff like that, which we'll gladly watch since we're not going to be there.
I wonder if it's going to be different because like there was such a backlash last year and the year before for stuff getting leaked.
Well, the backlash was more from the studio companies because they're saying this is our gift to the fans that are able to make it.
Yeah.
And which is cool, but
I understand
a lot of true fans can't make it out there. So I'm okay with the leaks. What's your take on it?
I'm guilty of watching the leaks. Like as soon as I hear that it's out, I go on there and I watch it. I'd love to see it like in HD quality. Like I can hear about the buzz at Comic-Con about such and such trailer and this and that. And I would love for the company to kind of, maybe not the same day, maybe not the next day, maybe a week later. It's like okay, here it is for the rest of you.
I'll be comfortable with that. I'd be like a timed release. But a lot of times I won't even send, they won't even, like, no, we're not going to show you until, like, months and months later.
Well, they did that last year.
With the Batman?
With the Batman one. And that was cool. That was like...
Yeah.
I like that. So, because, what was it? D23. And Star Wars Celebration.
Right.
Like, somehow those two, nothing managed to leak.
As far as
like whatever footage they were showing, like the Jungle Book, like first footage that they showed at D23 last year, none of this leaked online.
That's Disney is very like on point with that because they're not getting the amount of people they're getting through their doors. It's strictly for one thing only. You know what I mean? So, I mean, think about the multitude of people that goes to San Diego Comic-Con will dwarf D23 all day, every day.
That's true. Yeah, it's hard to kind of keep.
And when things do get leaked out, it's not multiple videos. It'll be just one lucky guy that was able to sneak it out because it'll be the same video that you see everywhere.
Yeah, the same angle from
exactly
5 different videos you watch.
So Disney already has it on lockdown. So either way, I'm hoping for the leak now, and if they can do the whole, we'll release it a week later, then I'll wait. No big deal. But they don't. They don't.
Well, I follow. There's an app. This Comic-Con HQ.
Right, which I have as well.
You have that too. I wonder how they're gonna work it. If stuff's gonna be released through them, because I mean it's official Comic-Con HQ kind of thing. Like,
it's probably gonna be things you can watch that on TV.
Actually, I spoke with. Do you know the Blame It on Science, that show that's on Comic-Con HQ?
Yeah.
One of the hosts, the Bobek Ferdowsi, the NASA guy, the Mohawk guy, and his co-host, Riley Vanderbilt. I see her all the time at conventions. I actually got to talk to her when we were at WonderCon, and she told me all about the Comic-Con HQ. They're having a show, and she mentioned that Comic-Con HQ will be streaming, like, the panels, like stuff from Hall H and stuff. So I'm not sure how 100% that is. If she just kind of.
Well, I hope they have the servers to back this up, because that's just gonna bring a whole new audience.
Because yeah,
that's cool. I'm good. I'm all for that.
I would love to. Yeah, not being there, I would love to see like the panels.
Yeah, because we're that ones out, outside looking in.
Because like I do that for E3. I watch the live streams of the
I used to,
PlayStations and
correct.
the Xbox.
I was gonna bring that up. E3 does it well, and they get a multitude of people watching in.
Yeah.
And our in, which on TV used to be G4. They used to do amazing coverage, and unfortunately, that's gone away. But
that went under.
Yeah, so it was killed. It was killed off. Let's just be honest with you.
For no good reason.
No, it wasn't. So how many more cop shows can you see? They used to have so much original content. It was it was a great introduction for me for a lot of things.
I came on board I came on board after like the original content, I guess, because I don't remember seeing much other than just G4 and X-Play and the repeats of, was it Web Soup and Cops that they would do all day.
Yeah, so but see, you came out when they were already on the down.
On the down, yeah.
But God, it's such a great network. But either way, can't wait. What else you got, man?
Video game news. We got. Did you see the Batman Telltale trailer?
Of course,
came out today.
And it was funny enough that I was questioning you about it. It's like, for those of you who know about Telltale games, what they do is a lot of episodic games, right? They release one episode here, then another
every
episode.
few months. Yeah, every few months a new episode would come out.
So we knew about the episode because Drew, a couple podcasts ago, he was excited about it, mentioned it, and then I just found out about 2 days ago that they came out with the picture of the game, the full game, and I was like, and
the disc,
just before this podcast started, I even asked Drew, I was like, since when? Did I miss out something? Since when do they release a whole game without doing it with episodes? And he just mentioned, no, this is new.
It was the first time I seen it, yeah. Because I watched the report on it. They showed the trailer, and they said that the release date is going to be September 16th for the full game. But on, was it 8/2? What month is 8? August 2nd?
Yeah.
Episode 1 is going to be released. So that was like, that was kind of curious to me.
Why do you even purchase the episode if you can just...
I wonder if it'll be free. You think? If it's a free release, I'm on it.
Hooked.
Either way, it's Batman, Telltale. But the story looks pretty cool. It's like a lot involving Bruce Wayne and like almost equal parts Bruce Wayne and Batman stuff.
Correct.
And
which is awesome.
Just kind of taking up on the Gotham City mobsters.
Great utilization with Telltale games, the use of cell shading kind of style.
Yeah, I love the art style.
Comic book looking.
It like fits perfect for the Batman world.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's so cool.
What do you have on Ghostbusters? I saw that up there. I have yet to see anything about that.
There's a Ghostbusters video game that was released coinciding with the movie. It's like one of those top-down, like Diablo type of games.
Oh, okay. Was this for your phone or?
No, on console.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not like a AAA title. It's probably like a downloadable, or you can buy it on disc. But
okay, that's what. Okay.
It's a multiplayer, like top-down.
Anything
smash
of
and
it?
grab.
Did you play it?
I just saw videos on it. I don't think I will get it. But that was released.
Out there. Yeah. One thing that, funny enough, that I heard last week, and this was a couple days after our podcast, was the NES Classic.
I saw the pictures of that and then looked into it. It's like this tiny looking little original NES.
Pretty much an emulator, a go emulator.
That thing looks awesome because it's going to be loaded with 30 games.
30, pretty much the 30 best NES games that they've had.
Classics, yeah. So
and oddly enough, one of our listeners, Ryan, he's gonna definitely. He straight up told me, he's like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool dude. Oddly enough, at the hospital when I was talking to him, he had a portable SNES player, the huge game connected to it. He's all playing. I was like, that's pretty cool. He definitely wants to stop by. He's really a big Marvel fan and everything.
I told him too. Yeah, I invited him over, and just whenever we can work it out in the schedules, he's.
You talked to Ryan before?
Yeah.
Cool dude, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. And shout out for you, Ryan. Tomb Raider PS4.
So it's finally going to be released because it was a timed exclusive for Xbox One. The Rise of the Tomb Raider, the sequel to the Tomb Raider game reboot. It's coming out for PS4. I got the date here. What was it? But it's going to come like the collector's edition type with all the downloadable content. And there's going to be like a survival mode and a... Have you played that game Gone Home?
No, which one is that one?
It's one of these downloadable games on like the PlayStation Network. But it's this game though with the Tomb Raider, it's just gonna be Lara Croft like going through the mansion. It's not an action piece. It's just she's walking through, discovering things in the house, and kind of like telling.
So it's a puzzle game.
Not so much a puzzle, but telling a
Discovering.
story.
Okay, cool. What's this Gone Home thing?
It's a story. It's just like a 2-hour little game.
Mm-hmm.
A story where you're just walking through a house, kind of like picking up notes. And
who are you playing?
You're playing this character that's coming home from college to the family home.
Is it good? Like, do you like?
I've only played it like about half an hour, but like the reviews on it are good. It's like because it's one of those like story.
Is it an arcade game then, or like a $5 game kind of deal?
It was like $15 game.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll check that out.
But yeah, you like go through this house and discovering things about like secrets and mysteries about the family.
I'm all into that stuff like that. Something that draws you in. And then Suicide Squad on mobile.
Yeah, just the other day I found out that Suicide Squad has a mobile game.
What doesn't?
It was a decent little game. I downloaded it, played it. It's just one of those like survival games. Just how many
rounds you
could last. Okay. Yeah. So you get to play as El Diablo, Deadshot, or Harley, and you just go through.
You get their specials. You can burn a lot.
Yeah, Diablo's all just the flames, the hands, and the Deadshot's got his like wrist mounted guns, and he's got a rifle, and Harley's got a bat and her pistol.
Cool.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep it for a while, just like all the other mobile games. I play for a bit, and it's just taking up too much space on my phone. I'll delete it. You still playing Pokemon?
Oh God, I forgot. Did we talk about that last podcast? No, it wasn't out last podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Did we talk about it?
A little bit.
Well, yes, I am still playing Pokemon. I enjoying it, but I'm also getting annoyed by the servers just being overloaded.
Still crashing and all that?
They crash because they release it in a different country. So
okay.
Bam, it gets overloaded, and I get frustrated. God damn you, Pokemon Go! I love you though. Anyways, yeah, still playing. I'm still at level 10. Haven't had a chance of really using it 'cause work has been crazy busy, but I'm still gonna do it, man. Keep using it. I can't wait till they implement PvP and player trade.
Are they gonna do that?
I can't. They have to for it to continue. The game for that game to keep evolving. They have to. I can't foresee them not doing it.
Pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I mentioned last week, I would totally play a game like this if it was something more up my alley, like a zombies or Ghostbusters capturing ghosts and stuff. And I've seen more people actually bring that up too, like, oh, who knows, Ghostbusters, you're going to be walking around catching ghosts and stuff like that.
Correct.
I would totally do that. I would totally play that game. But just Pokemon was kind of past my time.
They're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh one too, supposedly.
I'm not into that either.
I'm into that one as well, so hopefully we'll see. What about comics? Have you been reading anything new?
Comics, I just fell behind over the last 2 weeks.
Which is understandable.
Haven't been to the shop. Haven't picked up my pull list. I've been slacking on the reading.
I got two things from all my readings. There was a big death in Civil War.
Was that Rhodey, right?
No, Rhodey.
Issue 1?
Yeah, but there's another death.
There's a second death.
Yeah. More of a murder.
Ooh.
Or assassinated.
Oh. Spoilers?
Bruce. Yeah, spoilers. Let's go spoilers. If you don't want to know about this, look away for about a minute. Bruce Banner gets killed.
Oh. How does he get killed?
So the premise is of Civil War is there's this kid, Inhuman, that has premonitions, and he sees visions. So all heroes are acting upon these visions. Kind of like Minority Report.
Okay.
If it hasn't happened, how can you So there's a team divided that wants to use it, and Iron Man, oddly enough, is in the view of, well, if it hasn't happened, how can you go forward with this? Maybe you going forward with this are making it happen. So he wants to study it more before any conclusions, and there's another team that's like, no, we've proven it, it's helped us. So one of the visions is that Hulk rages out and does the whole, World War Hulk thing, or not World War Hulk, pre that, just when Hulk destroys Manhattan and kills everybody. So after that whole, Hulk destroying Manhattan, ever since then it's been on everybody's mind as like that can always happen again. So Bruce Banner has not hulked out for about a year in this, and he's keeping it under wraps. And they fight him in his lab, and he's like, "How did you guys find me here? Like I've told no one." And so he gets confronted by a whole lot of people. You know, Shield comes down, all the heroes come down, and Iron Man is pretty much like come with us. You know, they were assuming that you're gonna Hulk out, but I know you better. You're good, kind of deal. And Bruce is just pissed. Like, I haven't done anything. He's feeling cornered.
Uh-huh.
And as he's feeling cornered, an arrow straight to the forehead, and then another one to the heart, like doof doof. And everybody's like, "Where did this? What's going on? What the hell? Who? Nobody okay this?" And they go see where it came from, and they see, who do you think?
Hawkeye.
And they see Hawkeye just pretty much surrendering and crying. And so it leads off to Hawkeye's in a courtroom, and he confesses that Bruce Banner, unbeknownst to everybody, Bruce Banner goes up to Hawkeye and says, "I'm gonna give you something," and it's pretty much the weapon to kill him. He goes, "I want you to kill me if you ever see me lose it."
It's the kryptonite ring.
Pretty much.
Oh.
And I get goosebumps just talk. Look at that, dude. I'm literally getting goosebumps because it was such a well read. And he tells him, "Do you know what you're asking me to do?" I mean, he goes, "Yes, and there's nobody else that I would ever ask but you, because you're the only one that would go through with this, because you can handle it."
Wow.
So, and I'm still getting goosebumps because it was a trip. It's just how much he entrusted him of completing this. So he kills him, and Iron Man is like, "You didn't have to do it," or Captain America is telling him, "Why did you do this? Why you didn't have to do it?" And he tells him, "It's like, unlike you, Captain America or Steve, I can see what the human eye really can't see. I can see, and I saw the spark. I was able to see the green in him, and I took the shot, and it was what he wanted." And they show a video of Banner saying, "Yeah, I believe Banner saying, yes, I want him to kill me," kind of deal. Like,
so it's like his last will and testament.
Pretty much. And I was like, "Oh my god."
That's crazy. What issue is this? 3?
3.
Barely on 3?
3.
Wow.
So it was a trip. It was like, God. And Nick, funny enough, Nick at work was like Snapchatting me. He was like, "Bruh." I was like, "Don't tell me. I need to read it." And I read it. I was like, "Bruh."
That's crazy. Where do you go from here?
That's the thing. So I'm enjoying it. Believe it or not, I'm excited once again really for Civil War. And then the other comic book that I read was only started reading this because someone did a Easter egg hunt. The creator of, but I believe it's called Jupiter Legacy.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's the premise is it's superheroes' kids decided to be different from their parents. So the superheroes' kids ended up just going evil. Like, you know what? Let's make it our legacy, and they start cleaning off all the superheroes. So there's only there are only 2 superheroes left, and they're looking for a team of the villains to try to stop these kids. So that's where you're starting off of that, and I'm enjoying it.
That sounds pretty cool.
So, and it goes to again to a lot of me enjoying comic books that are off the beaten track, you know.
Oh,
so,
Jupiter's Legacy. I heard the title. So Mark Millar.
Yeah, Jupiter's Legacy 2. This is I believe that's the first one.
Oh, okay,
this
2.
Is 2. Or
the same writer than Mark Millar, or different?
Yeah, same everything.
Volume 2, Image Comics.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely recommend it. I just picked up the first first issue last week, so definitely enjoying it so far. Very cool. Very Mark Waid-esque.
Mark Millar.
Mm-hmm. So besides that, that's it, man. We're just gonna be glued to our phones and the internet for San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of stuff. Oh God, a lot of exclusive, a lot of Funko Pop exclusives that I'm looking forward to.
Very exciting.
So also a lot of Funko Pops will be released to stores on the 21st, Thursday.
We do another hunt soon.
Yeah, might be doing a hunt soon.
Another comic shop hop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's it. I mean, you got anything else to add?
I'm spent.
Yeah. So this is Game Over, guys. This is Los.
Drew.
Have a good night.
Later.